Hello everybody, if you're avid watchers of Nigel's channel, you might have seen a couple of months ago, Nigel and I did a challenge where I had to shoot at 24mm and Nigel shot at 200. It didn't go very well for me. Today, we're doing another challenge where I'm shooting at 70mm and Nigel is also shooting at 70mm. And we're here at Newborough, where I've been countless times for videos before. I'm sure you have as well.
I've done a couple, I think, a couple of videos here before, yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? We've just got to, can only shoot at 70. No cheating, and we're both going to do a video, aren't we? Yes.
So there's going to be a video on my channel, obviously, you're watching it, and then if you're watching on the first day that this comes out, then tomorrow there will also be another video on Nigel's channel, so definitely check that out. And could just be a comedy of errors, but we'll see.
This is going to be good. I've got a good feeling. There's good light. It's going to be a good video. It's going to be a good video.
That makes one of us.
Right, I'm going to go.
Right, well, shot number one, you'll be amazed to hear I'm using a tripod. Basically, I'm lining up over at the island and just getting a shot that's mostly sky and then a little bit of sea at the bottom. Trouble is, the sea looks quite choppy and I don't really like that. So I'm using some filters, hence the tripod. Got a shutter speed of about 3 seconds, f13, bit different to what I usually do, but I think it looks quite nice. Here's the one without the filters. Actually, I do quite like that one as well, so I don't know. Also, actually, I'm going to put the 70 to 200 away because it doesn't work that great with the Peak Design capture. So I'll just use my 24 to 70 instead. I mean, compositionally, I don't really get any simpler. It's just layers of ingredients, but I still like it. Well, I don't know where Nigel's gone, but up here works quite well, purely because of this foreground, the dunes down here. I'll just show you a little test shot, something like that. The light's quite nice at the moment, so just got to wait for some sort of human subject. Tell you the truth, I may end up cloning out some of the people on the beach if I don't like what they do to the photo. I don't know if that's in the rules. I have to agree that with Nigel. All right, there's a family of 4 with a dog coming into the frame. They will do. Although in the meantime, there's a couple hand in hand on the beach. Just want some separation between them. That's nice, thank you. It's the thing with pairs. If they're walking side by side and not at the right angle, they just look like 1.5 people. So you need to wait until they're separated. Right, while we wait for Nigel to turn up, and I genuinely have no idea where he is, so I don't know how long that's going to take. It's probably not the worst time for me to talk to you about filters and the filters that I used for that shot before. Now, if you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know I'm not the biggest fan of filters. I don't really like super long exposures, you know, the kind where you get a 10-stop out and just take all the detail out of the water or the clouds. It's not really my style. A lot of the time when you use filters, as you know, you have to use a tripod, also not really my style. And the ones that I've used in the past have just been a bit of a faff. Like if you have to screw them in, or you need a holder on the front of your lens to slide them into, that just seems a bit of an effort to me. So yeah, traditionally, I've not used filters all that much. However, these ones from Case that I've been using for about 6 months now, I absolutely love. Basically, there's a magnetic adapter thing that you stick on the front of your lens. I say stick on the front of your lens, you screw it in, and that just stays there on your lens, or it does for me, all the time. And then these just clip on like that. I appreciate I've probably gone really dark now, but yeah, they just magnet on. Magnet, is that it's not the word, is it? Magnetize. You get the idea. You can see you just snap them on and off, and that works brilliantly. I've also got a polarizer version, which is probably the filter I use most outside of video. And where is it? Oh, this is it. So yes, you can see in the background if the glares coming off the water. Yes, it is a bit. So yes, I absolutely love these, and I've recently got some new ones for my 16 to 35 that I'm currently filming this video on. Basically, I had 82mm ones previously that wouldn't really fit properly on this lens. So I got some bigger ones and subsequently have the 82mm ones to give away, which I shall do at the end of this video. So stick around for that if you're interested in a filter giveaway. Is that him? Nigel? Thoughts on cloning for this challenge?
Yeah, as long as it's not like the lighthouse, the mountains, little debris He's fine.
Perfect. I don't know if you heard that, he said yes to everything. Oh, it's a perfect bird.
Yep.
No. Any candidates for best shot so far? You might not have looked at them yet, but any thoughts on what might be?
Yeah, there's one down there where I was shooting low. It looked very good.
Okay. Giving nothing away. Interesting.
Yeah, I've got an idea for one.
Okay.
And I was just doing one there. I was doing a bit of ICM. I think that was good. I was just waddling my camera.
Very nice. I've not done any of that yet.
No, the sun's a bit bright. I don't like it when the sun. I want the sun to stay in.
Yeah, the cloud cover's not in the exact perfect spot at the moment. F8 ISO 100. It's giving me 250th of a second. And I suppose I could use some filters here to just blur out the shimmers in the water, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, bird. That's nice. Well, as you'll know, if you've watched this channel for a while, I've been here a lot for videos, but I think this is probably the best light I've ever seen here. It's quite incredible, really. Still got about an hour till sunset as well, so fingers crossed there's more to come. Still not found a particularly compelling foreground, I think. So I shall go to the main spot that everyone takes a photo from. Although that is like somewhere between a 35 and a 50mm shot. So we'll see what 70mm looks like. Right then, here's the classic spot, or a bit further back from the classic spot, because as I said, the classic spot up there is somewhere between 35 and 50. This might work though, as long as I don't fall off this cliff. Okay, so portrait orientation, f2.8 to blur the foreground completely. Looks quite nice. Right, so the choices were stay at that lighthouse for 45 minutes and wait to see what happens as the sun goes down, or move elsewhere and see if there are other photos to be had. Now I've chosen to do that because I don't want to stand still for 45 minutes, and I've seen photos of that lighthouse so many times that I'm not sure I'll get anything unique. So let's move on. I'm with Rick, by the way. I'll link Rick. Well, like a lot of focal lengths that aren't prime focal lengths, popular prime focal lengths, you know, 24, 35, 50, 85, finding 70 a little bit awkward. Then again, the last time we did this challenge and I was shooting 24, which is a popular prime focal length, I also found that a challenge, so maybe it's just me. Right, I've just had a text from Nigel saying he's not coming here, he's going back to the car because he's got some back pain, which obviously sucks, but for the context of this challenge, it's good for me that he's not coming here, because if there's good light, I'll get the photos and he won't, so that's good. And if I can get him to forfeit from the challenge, then automatically I win, I suppose. Regardless of what you say in the comments about his photos being better, no, I win. So maybe I'll try and force a forfeit on him. By the way, speaking of pain, thank you for your concerns regarding my knee. It's getting better. It's not quite right yet though, so I'm not going to be tramping up mountains for the foreseeable, I don't think. People. I'll be completely honest, I'm at 200mm. I've got an ND64 on and, well, I'm not even sorry. Opportunities like this are too good to just shoot at one focal length, and I'm happy to lose the contest if that's what happens, but this is just too nice. For the sake of argument, let's do a 70mm. Well, I think the 70mm shots are the best ones. That serves me right, doesn't it? Right, as you can see, we're back at the cars. It's pretty much dark now. How did you get on?
How did I get on? I think I got one reasonable shot, which is not the type of shot you'd expect me to take. Which will be interesting. You'll see tomorrow.
Worth watching Nigel's video just for that.
Yeah. But when I was back, because I got back a bit early, because I didn't quite make...
You made your excuses and left, yeah?
Yeah, my back, which is a good excuse. Anyway, and when I was sat in my van waiting for James and Rick to come back, I noticed the moon. And there's a lineup, isn't there, of the moon, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, I think, at the moment, a bit. I think it's those 3.
Okay.
That's 4.
I didn't know that.
That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you
Very
get a
good.
shot of it? Is what I should
Well,
say.
I pointed the camera roughly in the direction of the moon at 70mm, and I didn't think it was particularly interesting, but it might look a bit closer now.
Okay. Well, if you see something that looks like a spot, that's probably Venus.
Interesting. But I'm intrigued to see your photo, because I don't associate your photos with 70mm necessarily. I always think of yours as kind of 14 or telephoto.
Well, yeah, they probably are actually. I don't think I do shoot that much at 70mm. It was quite, at the beginning I was struggling because I felt, you know, I put it on my camera and I was like, you know, walk back 5 paces because I saw a bit of woodland stuff, and it was, I usually shoot my woodland probably about 50mm, not quite 70mm, and I tried to shoot a bit of woodland even though we're by the beach.
Yep.
Get that. But yeah, I struggled a little bit, and then I got a bit of a flow, I think. And it was quite, to be fair, it was probably quite an easy place to shoot with 70mm.
Yeah.
If I'd have been on a mountain where there was been more foreground, I'd have really struggled, I think.
Yeah, well, speak for yourself. I'm not sure I found it easy,
Okay.
but good challenge.
Did you go with f2.8 much, or?
I did on the island when I was shooting the grass and stuff, because I wanted that completely out of focus. I find though that even at 70mm, 2.8 isn't always enough to completely throw it out.
Yeah.
I find that a lot of the time if you're shooting 1.4,
that's a good point,
it
actually.
might work better.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know, we'll see. I'll have a look at the photos, see what we think. But I enjoyed that more than I thought. I do actually shoot personally 70mm quite a lot, but having that as your only focal length is very restrictive.
Yeah, it is.
Which is a good thing to do as a photographer every now and then, to restrict yourself to one focal length and just focus on that for the day.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I was saying that in my video. I think it's a really good thing to do. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing your video.
Yeah, likewise. And I'll throw it back to the studio where I'll talk about this giveaway. See you then. Welcome back to the studio, which is not a studio at all. It's just an office. I don't know why I call it a studio really, but these are the filters that I'm hoping to give away. These are 82mm, and in here, this tidy little package, there is a polarizer, an ND8, an ND64, and an ND1000. And I've also got some lens caps, some magnetic lens caps. 4 of those, one of them isn't even opened. I also have an 82mm magnetic ring and 2 step-up rings, so 77 to 82 step-up rings. So these will work for you if you use filter threads that are less than 82mm. They may even work for you if you've got lens threads that are 82mm. It's just some lenses you'll get vignetting, like the 16 to 35 from Sony. If you stack the filters, you end up with vignetting. So in some cases you might need to size up, so these will definitely work for you if you've got filter threads less than 82mm. Anyway, if you're interested in winning these and you think you can give them a good home, then just wire me £1 million and they might be yours. No, just leave a comment in this video that includes the word filter and I'll enter you into the competition, so long as you're subscribed. And actually, if you don't mind, if you could also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, that'd be great too. I can't track that, so you don't technically need to do that, but I would appreciate it. So yes, hopefully these find a good home. Thank you so much to Case for making magnificent products. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Big thanks to Nigel as well. I really enjoyed this challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and definitely check out Nigel's video too. Yeah, see you next week.